Well, a warm welcome to Tuesday nights, and it is live from Oulton Park out in England. How's it going, everybody? Hope you guys are all doing okay. Well, a big night tonight. We're having our family sit down, so I hope you guys are ready for some more action in and around South Africa. If you are tuning in from the rest of the world, how's it, everybody? And in the middle of qualifying as you joined us for the live stream, on board with Wolfman Willie, going straight into the pits. Let's see who else is out there. Sean Skitter. How cool are these Porsche Cup car racing? Man, oh man. Very, very exciting times. And good to be with you from myself, Sean, here in Cape Town. Bit rainy outside the studio, and I'm hoping that if you are watching me, that the sound quality is improving every time. The soundproofing arrived this evening thanks to one of our sponsors, Alan van Graan, Jamtech Projects, sponsoring us a whole bunch of sound. Soon we'll have visuals, and you'll be able to see exactly what the studio looks like once it's done. So big racing from the circuit out of England. Summer there at the moment, winter down here in Cape Town, of course the rest of South Africa. And on board with the skitty one, Sean Skitter. And if there's any followers that are not watching the State of the Nation family conference call, and you've joined us, welcome to it. We're watching Online Outlaws eSim Sport Racing, and this is Porsche Cup. This is a pre-season 2 race series that was put on just to keep the guys entertained and have a bit of fun. If you are listening in, just give us a thumbs up if the sound's okay. There we go. Alwyn Sykes from Semcrete, one of our amazing partners and sponsors to the Online Outlaws. It's the first time he's not racing in the entire series, or at least since I've been on board, and that was back in January where I joined the crew. And Alwyn and the team, thanks for having me on board. Great to be watching one of my favorite cars. I won't lie, and I know I'm going to get nailed for this, but I do have a massive fetish for Porsches. Hopefully this Thursday we'll be out doing a photo shoot in a Boxer, a 718 to be exact. I think it is the 718 series, yeah, I'm going to be rather excited to get that photo shoot wrapped up for one of my dealers. So if you're in the market for a Porsche 718, do give me a shout. I do have one. Right, there we go. So there are 4 current viewers watching our stream. Quite clearly, this is a lot more important than the other channel that you might be watching. So thanks for joining us. Let us know where you're viewing us from. Just going through the list of names. Just trying to see if there's anyone from overseas. Oh, Skitty one is off. What has gone on there? You're going to see on your screen in just a second. Slight delay there, but you see, just getting that tail a little bit happy. Let's see who else is out there. Demarai AM Racing ZA on board with him now. In just a second. There we go. So 1 minute 15 left of qualifying. It's a rather quiet evening, and I'll try and give it my all and keep you guys entertained while we watch the Online Outlaws esports Oulton Park out in England. I had the opportunity to take a Porsche around there a little bit earlier, and let me tell you, I love this circuit. Those Porsches are just not happy when you come onto those curves. Just watch this as he comes through this chicane. The minute you touch that inside curb, it just unsettles. You can see there, completely unsettled. Let's go see Clayton. He's in the pits at the moment. Who else is out there? JD Dog. Who else have we got? Let's see who else is out there. Mr. Proza. RTA being represented here. I see Mutwa. How's it, my man? There we go. Car number 69 still on your circuit at the moment. Let's go over to... There we go. Nice to have Mr. Mutwa here this evening, representing RTA. Robin Dobbin, he's in the pits at the moment. Let's see who else is out here. Demar Gitai. Wolfman Willie just struggling with some setup in qualifying. There we go. Qualifying is officially over. Guys are coming back into the pits. And if you have just joined us, like Alvin has joined us, good evening, welcome. And as I said, nice to see Alvin out here. One of our amazing sponsors for the League of Racing. That is Online Outlaws. Who is that still out in pits? Okay, well, I'm going to just head on over to talking about that young gentleman as we just go in for the end of that session. There we go, Semcrete up on your screen now. And just excuse the noise as we just get out of the current scene. Let's just see what we can do here for you. There we go. Shout outs going for Skiddy. Yeah, he is really quick in a Porsche. And Stefan Vessel's also joining us. How's it, Stefan? And proud dad. Some cool photo of you with the youngster. And I must admit, you do make a good looking dad. Eh? I know that sounds weird. All right, looks like we're about to start up the session. And gonna have to quit the session. Some very cool upgrades on Assetto Corsa Competition, and just playing through some of the gameplay earlier on, or the simulation of the game earlier, just making sure that the feed is up and sorted, and just noticing some very cool things that they've done with some updates probably about 2 weeks ago. Stefan, you could probably let me know as it starts raining outside the studio. Let's see what we can get up and hopefully make the start here. Just trying to get back on. All right, we're back online after that very quick break. Just looking at some of our amazing sponsors and out at the moment. On the warm-up lap, great visuals of these beautiful Porsches. Alvin Sykes just giving a shout out to the RTA guys, and of course Proza, who had a great win last week. As I said, great visuals of the race circuit as we're about to get under starters orders. Alwyn, just before we're about to get under the green light there, you said the sound was great. How, is sounding a lot different, a lot clearer. We have done quite a bit of soundproofing and getting some stuff sorted out in the studio, so you know, me and my OCD gets a bit of me with sound. Hoping it's a lot better than what it was. Alright, let's have a look. Just playing around with some settings up here in the commentating box, or in the studio if you'd like. Yeah, down in Cape Town we've got a beautiful evening's rain that just came out of nowhere. Just got in from the gym and the rain started pouring down. And have a look at this now, as you see all the cars coming up and bringing all the cars into the main straight. 17 corners here at Oulton Park, a track distance of 4.6 kilometers. It's a very flowing, very fast track, but you cannot get things wrong on these curbs with these lightweight Porsches. They're extremely light cars, and of course no weight on those front wheels. You'll see the brake lockups frequently. And there we go, we got the green light. And Skiddy One and Aim Racing ZA neck on neck. Stigginator also joining our live feed. How's it, Alan? Big difference here. Thank you very much for sorting us out with those sound panels. Alright, I might have to go cut away for just a second or two. We're going to take an ad break. Then I can just get on to the rest of the guys on board with RTAC Matwa. Yeah, lots of mouse clicking as I try and figure out what I can do. We got server down. I need to get some stuff up and running, but this is one of those things that we deal with here. Multitasking at its best, as we have a multiple incident here. Thanks, Stefan Vessels, for letting me know the obvious here. Do appreciate it. Right, folks, welcome back on board with Skitty1 in first place at the moment. He has got a massive gap, massive lead at the moment. An exceptional driver. When it comes to Porsches, he has got this car set up extremely well. Pit lane is open. And we are at Oulton Park, England. 17 corners. 4.6 kilometers of an amazing race circuit. Summertime out in England at the moment. Beautiful weather. There we go, Stevie. Hope this is a lot better. All right, Alan Sykes, if you can just give me some feedback as to the sound now. Is it a lot better? Worse? Do I get those cars down or do I get them up? On board with Demar AM Racing ZA. What a mouthful that one is. Clayton MJ right behind him. You can see him there in your view. And another good battle here with Clayton MJ, RTA Matwa. Car number 16 also in view, JD Dog. Car number 23 right behind him. These guys are having some serious fun. GT Carbon ZA also in the mix. I think someone's gone off. Just trying to have a look there. Is that JD Dog? I can't see. No. Matwa RTA just getting it wrong somehow. Nice to see Wolfman Willie. Car number 764 is going to be on your screen in just a second. Just crossing over to him. There we go, Wolfman Willie. DMR being represented. Mr. Brozza, the young man, doing a great job in car number 69. Lights on already as he comes through the chicane. Here we go, on board with him now. And just running through the field. DMR G-Tie. And listen, if I've got that wrong, if someone knows him, drop me a voice note and let me know. You can look at that car. It is properly knackered as it comes past us. Robin Paulson, Robin Dobbin 69, car number 77 in 10th place at the moment. We're going to cross over to him in just a second. There we go. Car number 77. Now, Robin Paulson, let me just tell you, is a media guy. Brilliant, brilliant media. Worked on some of the top mountain biking events in South Africa and I think around the world, if I'm not mistaken. So if he does watch this later, or if you've got someone watching this that knows you, just let me know if my information is correct. Robin Dobbin 69, great to have you in the series. We hope to see you for season number 2. Let's go back very quickly to our leader. 6 laps in already with 19 minutes and 10 seconds still on the clock. On board with Skitty One, Sean Skitter out of Johannesburg. This man is flippin' quick in a Porsche. Car number 13. Just beautiful visuals, beautiful sound of that car. Well, let's just give it a listen here. Well, there we go. Skitty One, Sean Skitter, just having a great drive. He started off really well last week, a bit of argy-bargy in turn 1 in heat or race number 2, and just having a terrible night last week, Tuesday, but he's back in front now. Convincing lead, just under 15 seconds ahead of AM Racing ZA. There we go. Now this is where the battle's going to get very exciting. AM Racing, Clayton MJ. Oh, he's hit the tire wall. That little tire package in the inside of the circuit is AM Racing, and Clayton MJ is going to just get past nice and easy, taking it very wide. There we go. He gets past. If you've just joined us, welcome folks. Big racing. I know there's other people doing probably a slightly more important speech now, but if you've joined us, it means you'd prefer to watch some Porsche Cup racing. So thanks for joining us on the Assetto Corsa Competition Online Outlaws eSport Racing. What a mouthful it is, but what great racing we're having here. Porsche Cup racing, it is the best. Single formula, it never disappoints because that's where all the racing happens. Right, here we go. Bunched up. All together. Bunched up. All together. Well, there we go. Finally. Get the right feed on board as we got all three drivers at the moment coming through that chicane. Remember what I was saying earlier, these Porsches don't like those curbs. You run it up too hard on those curbs and you're bound to have some issues. The car gets very skittish. It jumps around in the front, obviously no weight in the front of that car, and from time to time you see how the guys lock up those front wheels completely as they come into those corners. You got to get hard onto the brakes. You cannot run too wide. And how cool is this racing right now? If you've just joined us, this is round 3 of the Porsche Cup Super Cup racing from Oulton Park. 4.6 kilometers of this amazing circuit. 17 corners. If you've ever raced this before, I was lucky enough early on. I took to this race circuit to see what it's like. And there we go. AM Racing ZA DMR being represented. Car number 999. Took to this race circuit to see what it's like. There we go. AM Racing ZA DMR being represented. These guys are having a very tight battle here. JD Dog also in the mix there. So it's AM Racing, it's Clayton MJ, AC Matwa also in there. So all vying for those positions right up front and chasing podiums. AC Matwa also in there. So all vying for those positions right up front and chasing podiums. Right, here we go. Now on board with Clayton MJ. Skitty One has slowed down significantly over that last lap and a half, and Clayton MJ now chasing hard as he comes down the main drag here. They head into that right-hander. You can see him right on the tail there, catching at every segment, getting quicker. So Clayton MJ, Clayton MJ as he's known, car number 9, hunting down Skitty One. I think when we ran back for a couple of minutes to some of the other drivers, I think Skitty One might have just put a wheel wrong somewhere. For a couple of minutes to some of the other drivers, because he had a 15-second gap only 3-4 laps ago. 12 minutes and 45 seconds into this race. Here we go. He's looking up on the left-hand side, hard on the brakes. And as I said, you cannot put this car wrong. These Porsches don't like the curbs, and just not making it stick. Skitty One just super defensive and making it work for him. Now JD Dog all over Clayton MJ. Man, oh man, can it get any more exciting than this? All over Clayton MJ. Man, oh man, can it get any more exciting than this? And just stepping away for just a second, trying to bring some cool stuff up onto your screen. I don't want to lose focus on this race. It is amazing stuff. If you've just joined us, welcome to round number 3 here from Oulton Park. Focus on this race. It is on board with Clayton MJ. He's hunting down Skitty One, and that's where the pressure just man, oh man, he's taken it. on board with Clayton MJ. He's hunting down Skitty Clayton, and that's where the pressure just putting on so much pressure on Skitty One. And Skitty One now losing 2 places. JD Dog up into 2nd place now, and wonder what the problem is there. He's definitely got some handling issues now with that car. JD Dog up into 2nd place now, and wonder what the problem is there. Through the chicane, handling issues now with that car. Definitely looks like Skitty One's got a problem. If anyone knows anything, drop us a message. Let us know what's happening. Definitely looks like Skitty One's got a problem. First, Clayton MJ, JD Dog in 2nd, Skitty One in 3rd, DMR EU, AM Racing ZA, G Brozo, GT Carbon ZA in 6th, DMR EU, AM Racing ZA, Wolfman Willie. Well, I think he was having some setup issues. Clayton MJ also now just losing it there. You'll see the back just stepped out. And the minute that back steps out, it's difficult to hold on to these Porsches. There we go, JD Dog into 1st place. He's going to make it stick into turn 1. He does. Sorry, that was the final turn. That's turn number 17. Yeah, they go up the main straight now. Blue flag is out. Sorry, that was the final turn. That's turn number 17. Yeah, they go up. Saw a flag there, just a second. JD Dog in 1st place now. Lots and lots of excitement. Saw a flag there, just a second. JD Dog in 1st place now. I want to bring up some very cool photos of some very cool things that we're going to be chatting about over the next couple of weeks. Finally getting it to happen. And stay tuned for that as we bring you some very cool videos. And man, oh man, it looks like it's getting messy out there. Let's get on board now with the man up front, JD Dog. There we go. Let's get on board now with 9 minutes and 20 seconds left of this race. Coming down to this very tight right hander straight into the left. You'll see someone's already taken those tires away. And I think Skitty One might have also clipped that. That's why he's run into some problems. But he's holding on to 2nd place. Clayton MJ dropped now down again back into 1st. These guys are just all over the show. Clayton MJ dropped now down again back. Let's just have a look and see what's happening all over the show. Yeah, this is let's just have a look and see what's happening. This is some crazy racing. Clayton is chasing down JD Dog. Yeah, this is down this main straight. This is some crazy start and finish line as they head into this long right-hander, keeping it very tight and on the gas. Start and finish line as they head into this long right-hander, keeping it very tight. You can just see how loose those Porsches front ends get. So if you get it out of shape, how loose those Porsches it will steal a position away from you very, very quickly. Get it out of shape. It will steal a position. Right, 7 minutes left of this very exciting race. Look as they come down into the chicane here. Very quick through there, both these guys. This very exciting race. Look as they come down into the chicane. They are now very quick through there, both neck on neck. Very exciting race. Look as they come down into the chicane. They are now some beautiful racing here from these two guys. Very tight through that chicane here at Oulton Park. They are now some beautiful racing here from these two guys. Very car number 23, JD Dog. We're on board now with car number 9, Clayton MJ. Car number 23, JD Dog. We're on Let's board just now go back very quickly car number 9 to our race leader, JD Dog. Let's just go doing a fantastic race out there. Skitty One all the way back to 7th place now. In pits at the moment. Doing a fantastic race out there. I reckon he's picked up a bit of a problem. Back to 7th place now. In pits at the moment. And missing some of our usual suspects. I think that's due to a little family sit-down meeting with Mr. Ramaphosa this evening, but we're not going to talk about that. We've got racing here It's Online Outlaws e-sports or e-sim racing, and this is the Porsche Super Cup series. One of the most exciting things to watch, one of the most exciting cars to drive, as our two first and second place lads are having probably one of the best dices I've seen in the last couple of weeks in racing. So well done, you two. That's from an entertainment value. You guys have kept us entertained, and to the viewers out there that have joined us, a big thank you for joining us. You could have been anybody else on a Tuesday evening, but you decided to join us, so well done. Thanks for it. And some exciting stuff coming. I'm trying to get it up onto the screen, but I don't want to lose visuals on these two lads. JD Dog, there we go. First place, second place, Clayt MJ. Look at these two. There we go. First place, second place. Proper professionalism being shown here by these two guys, JD Dog, Clayton. And is he going to make this work down here? This long right-hander. If he makes it stick, he's got it. Yeah, car number 9. Looks like he's going to make it work. He has. If he makes it stick, he's got it. Well, how cool is this racing, guys and girls? If you've joined us this evening, welcome to probably the best race I've seen this entire year. Welcome to probably the best. 4 minutes 35 seconds left of this very cool outing here at Oulton Park. 4.62 kilometers of it, 17 turns, and those two very hectic chicanes. You'll see them coming up now. Well, they come out of the first one, they come up to a second chicane up in the distance. You can see it there. It's a heavy right-hander. Up in the distance, you can see it there. And Clayton MJ just clipping that inside curb. And remember what I said earlier, the Porsches don't enjoy those curbs because they're so light up on the front end of those cars, and no matter how much downforce you've got, you lose it all the minute you clip, and also under speed. You're losing quite a bit of downforce on those corners because you're not at the right speed going into those corners. And let's just stay on board with these guys now. Let's quickly see what's happening with the rest of the field. I'm just going to run through it very quickly. Fourth place, DMR AM Racing ZA, Carbon ZA, GT Carbon ZA, Wolfman Willie's in the mix. Having a bit of a rough evening. Skitty one. Well, he's had a convincing first place for most part of the race, and then just something went wrong. I must have gone away from him for a second and maybe putting the car wrong somewhere. RTA being represented there, AC Matwa, and maybe putting the car wrong somewhere. And then in ninth position, Robin Paulson, also Cape Townian, also in the mix here this evening. Let's go back to our race leader at the moment, Clayt MJ, car number 9. Race leader at the moment, Clayt MJ, car number 9. Well, talking about season 2, there are some very cool prizes coming, some very cool things that we'll be doing in studio. Talking about season 2, one of them being maybe 1 or 2 reviews. I know Sparko here in Cape Town are going to send 1 or 2 items for me just to bring up on the screen that we can just chat about live in the studio. I'm busy working on the studio at the moment as we speak, and just trying to get it soundproof properly. I think we're getting there, folks. I think we're getting there. Certainly has come a long way from those first 1 or 2 races. And thank you very much to Semcrete to Paul Botner's Botner Music. If you guys are in the market for musical instruments or gear, they sorted us out with a very, very awesome prize. Sorry, not prize, but a price on our studio mic. So thank you very much to Botners and Semcrete for making that happen. Very cool setup here in the studio. Thank you very much, and of course to Richard and the guys from Black Ribbon. Well, they got some exciting stuff coming. I know Alvin Sykes has been chatting to them and will be chatting to them in the next week or two. Some exciting stuff coming. So watch out for some very cool things coming. And looks like we are going to watch Clayton. Very cool things coming. And let's just see what he does. Hard into that right-hander, coming up to take his final lap here. Yeah, and there we go. Onto the main straight. He's going to come up into his final lap in just a second. There we go. Cross the line. There we go. Our leader on the final lap, car number 9. It's Clayton MJ. What has happened to JD Dog? He has dropped right back. And these two guys were having a ding-dong battle for most part, or at least the latter part of the race. Skitty one having a very brilliant first quarter, or at least first half of the race. Let's get on board with our who is going to be our race winner this evening, Clayton MJ. What a drive through those chicanes. You can see both cars coming through there now. Beautiful visuals of those two Porsches. There we go. Car number 2, JD Dog, or at least P2. There's car number 23. But on board with car number 9 now, that's Clayton MJ. He has got a few more turns to go, and he is going to take victory here tonight at round 3 of the online Outlaws at Oulton Park. Beautiful, beautiful visuals of this number 9 Porsche GT Cup car. And here we go. Final turn. JD Dog just there in the background. He's going to make it stick. Eases off and then gets back on the gas to take the checkered flag. Here we go. Nicely done, young man. He takes the checkered flag. Second place, JD Dog. G Proza in third place, making up podium spot. DMR Racing, well done, guys. Well done. Some really awesome racing this evening. Podium spot. DMR Racing, well done, guys. Well done. Well, there we go. Awesome racing this evening. Top 5 positions: Clayton MJ, JD Dog, G Proza, DMR EAM Racing ZA, and GT Carbon ZA, making up the top 5 spots. G Proza, DMR EAM Racing ZA, and GT Carbon ZA, making up the top 5 spots. G Proza, DMR EAM Racing ZA, and GT Carbon ZA, making up the top 5 spots. G Proza, DMR EAM Racing ZA, and GT Carbon ZA, making up the top 5 spots. Well, there we go, guys. Welcome to it as I bring up the server for the next bit of our race event here from Oulton Park. Some cool things up on your screen there. One of our newest and latest partners are going to be chatting to us over the next couple of weeks. And we are going to bring you some very, very cool things as soon as I can get on to the next part of our race session. Yeah, thanks, thanks, Alvin. Figured that one out. Getting to grips with all the crazy things. There we go. Back on board with our guys now. As I said, lots and lots of buttons to be pressed. And just trying to bring you all the live action here. We are into free practice. On board with RTA Matua. We're going to go to Wolfman Willie. Let's see where he is out on your circuit. So thanks to my sound engineer Alvin Sykes, not racing this evening. We miss you out here, my brother. Alright, looks like we got the Stiginator with us. Great to have Alan van Kraan on board. And if you say or think the sound is different, well, he's been very generous and helped me out with some very cool soundproofing. Ooh, it's not the type of noises we want to be hearing. So guys, if you've got your microphones on, let's get them off. I take a direct feed from you guys. Yeah, good to see Stiggy back. RTA Stiginator 139. He's put in a very quick lap time there. So 3 minutes and 40 seconds into free practice on board with the Stiginator. Now Carbon ZA putting in a quick time there, 139.873 seconds. As I'm still trying to work on trying to bring you guys some very cool so if you hear all the clicking in the background, that is me bringing up some very cool stuff that you might want to see and stick around for, that we will be bringing to you. Let's just cut away to that very, very quickly. There we go, up on your screen now. How cool is that? Sim Wheel Sparko, the Sparko gloves. Now hopefully next week we're going to do some stuff with Sparko, and we're going to do a little review on the gloves, and pretty sure a lot of you guys would like to just hear what those gloves look like, and we'll get a live feed out on this feed on those gloves, and I'll try my best to give you a proper breakdown of a very, very cool glove. I've always wanted a pair of those when I was involved with racing many, many years ago. It's just one of those things that every male Just has to have. Well, of course the females also want them, but it's one of those cool items that you just have to have. Same as those shoes that they do. Well, talking about the shoes, let's see if we can bring you up a full visual of those gloves very quickly. Yeah, just a second as we bring up the gloves. It's going to be a much better view of it. And then we'll go back onto the racing in just a second. There we go. That's the Sparker gloves I was telling you guys about. And some very, very cool things happening. Tough stuff out there. Clayton MJ, you made it look very easy, my man. You in fact had a superb race, if you are listening to the feed. Big ups to you, man. Big ups. There we go. Let's cross back to live action. We're on board with RTA Stiganator joining us for heat number 2 here at Oulton Park. And 4.65 Ks, 17 turns. And we watched Clayton MJ and JD Dog battle it out for a massive 1-2 in the last heat. Well, there we go. Coming up to the end of free practice. Well done, Stiganator. Putting it on to P3. So GT Carbon in the top spot. DMR Wolfman Willie second, and RTA Stiganator is going to... Well, remember, let's see what they do when they go into quali. But it gives us a good idea. Well, what's Clayton MJ going to put into it? Leave your comments on the stream, guys. Watching the stream on the other screen. Right, here we go. I'm getting ahead of myself here. It is race time. We are about to go under starters orders. If you have just joined us, folks, welcome to it. Let's see what these lads can do. Right, we've got a couple of viewers. If you've joined us only now, this is heat number 2. Thanks for being on board with us this evening. Not too sure what that other meeting was about that everyone had to go to. But here in the studio in Cape Town, we've had a bit of rain out here, but in England at Oulton Park, very, very lacquer weather. And the countdown to the start of race number 2. 21 degrees the track temperature, 15 degrees outside, a cool day at Oulton Park as we're about to get going. Just over 30 seconds to go. And we'll get into that formation lap. There we go, the firing up of those Porsche GT Cup cars. There we go. Right, there we go. Skitty one. Car number 13. He's just going to keep the pace there. AMO Racing, ZA, Clayton. Just in picture there, just for a second. There we go. We're going to cross over to him in just a second. Well, amazing to hear these water-cooled flat six engines. Rear engine, 550 horsepower. And interesting gearbox, the 6-speed constant mesh gearbox, a sequential gearbox. You can hear it when you're on board with the cars. We're on board with car number 9 there. We're just going to go back onto our man in P1 who's just keeping the pace as they put a little bit of heat into those tires. So if you're into the technical stuff, these cars run a 6-piston aluminium monoblock racing brake calipers in front and a 4-piston unit in the rear. So massive brakes stopping these 550 horsepower machines. And extremely safe builds, these cars. And total length of 4.6 meters long, just in case you want to know. All right, here we go. We are coming up to that last turn. They come through a right-hander as just getting some heat into those tires, just getting those brakes warmed up. Massive brakes. As I just said, 6-piston brakes up front, 4-pot at the rear as we come up to the green flag, and that will signal the go. And it's green, and it's a go. AMR Racing up on the left-hand side, but not making it work. Skitty One holds on to that first position. So big racing here. Let's just make sure the sound is 100%. We won't want to miss any of the action here on what promises to be another exceptional race. What is Clayt MJ going to do? He mentioned in the break very rough conditions and very tough conditions. Oh, there we go. That is very sad news. Yeah, thanks, Stefan Vessels. I've noticed that. Very cool. I had to reset the server on heat number 1, but heat number 2 it allowed me to go on. So really cool. And very sad news. Proza, no power. So he's had to unfortunately pull out of heat number 2, or race number 2 at least. So very exciting racing right here, right on a Tuesday evening. Pit lane is open. So big racing out here at Online Outlaws Esports. This is our official off-season practice run with these Porsches. On board with Skitty One now, car number 13. As he makes his way through this amazing course. 17 turns, 4.62 kilometers of exceptional race circuit. called Oulton Park. Right, just having a look down the log. Clay to MJ all the way back to ninth. Not too sure what happened there. On board with the man that took P2 in round 1 of this evening's racing, JD Dog. We're on board with him now. Well, incredible to see just some of the stats on these cars. Double wishbone front suspension, multi-link axle rear, adjustable motorsport vibration dampers, which is quite incredible. Well, they do need that if you've seen some of these curbs that they have to run onto. And there we go, P3 up on the front windscreen, if you notice that, folks. That just signals that he's running up in third at the moment. Let's go on to DMR AM Racing ZA, car number 999. You'll see the 002 number on his front windscreen. Little digital readout, just showing that he's in second place at the moment, P2. 26 minutes of racing in. Let's go have a look further down. Wolfman Willie is out here today. He didn't have a very good round in heat number 1. But let's hang 10 and just see what he can do here this evening on race number 2. If you've just joined us, a warm welcome to what is round 3, race number 2. On board with car number 764, that's Wolfman Willie, representing DMR. In 4th place at the moment, on to 1st place GT Carbon ZA. He had a good practice run just before we went into the official race. AC Matwa, RTA, the two RTA drivers neck on neck at the moment. Let's have a look. There we go. RTA, AC Matwa. Bit of dust and sand coming off there. Onto RTA Stiganator, that is Alan van Graan. Car in 8th position is number 77, that's Robin Dobbin 69, Robin Paulson, also local Cape Townian. And if you didn't hear early on, a great media guy. Some of the best work I've seen at a race called Wines to Wales, and I think he's worked on the Epic. So if you ever wondered where those amazing visuals come out of, that's a lot of his work that he does, and various other jobs that he does do. Sorry, just having a look at what's happened to Clayton. He's out in pits now. Not very good. The man that took first position in race number 1. Let's go back then to Skitty 1. He had a great first part of the first race. Currently in first. There we go on your screen now. Skitty 1 coming down up past the start finish line. Car number 13, he has got AM Racing right behind him, and making up what's it, just under 1.5 seconds now. Let's see what he does in the next sector. 161. So he's keeping it fairly consistent. This banked corner, as they come out, you'll see it now up on your screen. There we go. If any of you guys have had the good fortune of racing down here at Killarney. You'll know the final turn as you come up into that little kink on the main straight. You got that very bank corner, and it throws your eyes all over the place, especially when you're coming down there at speed. Quite a heavy bank corner, and there that tire getting and a Skiddy one did that, I think, in race number 1, and I'm pretty convinced that's what it would have caused a bit of damage to his car. You don't want to clip those tires in that chicane. Alright folks, still on board with Skiddy 1, car number 13, and if he holds on to this, he's going to make this one work for him this evening. Alright, let's look further down the field and let's see what is going on. In second place now, and about just under 3 seconds behind Skiddy 1 is DMRE Racing, AIM Racing ZA, followed by GT Carbon ZA. A good 13 seconds back. And then JD Dog, who took second in race number 1, he's out in 4th. So very sad to see our top guys from race number 1 not in the points, well, at least not in the podium points positions. Alright, let's look further back. You can see if we cross to RTA AC Matwa, that carb, he's looking just a little bit worse for wear as he runs it wide there, coming into turn number 17. There we go, currently in 5th place, 6 seconds down of JD Dog, who's in 4th. You can see what that car looks like. He's looks like he's taken a bit of a front damage and a side on the left hand side as well. Right, just jumping on to Wolfman Willie. He is down in 6th place, full 10 seconds further back. Car number 764. Robin Dobbin is car number 77. I'm just going to move over to him very quickly, just running through the field. Still on board with Wolfman Willie. We're going to cross over. There we go. As our camera just zooms in on Robin Dobbin coming through that bank corner. Hey, how's it, guys? To the folks that are watching us, quite a bit of viewers right now. How's it? Let us know where you are at the moment on a Tuesday evening. Well, I'm here in Cape Town at Sean Peters. I am commentating or hosting the stream from Cape Town. It has been raining outside. These guys, though, have had glorious weather out in England. And I see just jumping on to the Stiganator's car on his B pillar. He's got the British flag, or at least the Union Jack, being represented. Jay Armstrong, the car that he's in. Quite fitting that we're at Oulton Park. Unfortunately, Clayton is out. Clayton, if you can hear me, let us know what happened there, bud. If you can give us some feedback, just drop us a message in the comments on our feed below. Back to the Skiddy 1 coming through the chicane. And the Skitty one, if you don't know, that's Sean Skitter from Johannesburg. Not too sure exactly where in Gauteng he is. Maybe if he can just leave us a message afterwards. Right, on to P2, car 999. DMR AM Racing ZA in second place. Looks very, very comfortable right now. Look how that car bounces around as he uses a lot of the circuit. And as I said, the cars do have adjustable vibration dampers in these cars, in these GT3 cars. They are allowed them. It is part of their rule book. And double wishbone front suspension, multi-link axles at the back, all the weight on the back. They are fairly balanced cars, but they do tend to get themselves very, very light on those curbstones. You'll see the guys avoid those curbstones, or curbing at least, because it just unsettles those Porsches. All the front, the rear engine vehicles. You know, if you look at season 1, the guys with the Ferraris, although Stefan Vessel's dominated in that Ferrari, but also those cars do not enjoy touching any part of that curb. And on board now with Skitty One, he's really having a great race in race number 2. Race number 1 just did not go his way, but here we go. We're still on board with him. AM Racing ZA, car number 999. Let's just look at his time that he's back. There we go, 6.922 seconds back. I'm going to cross over to JD Dog just for a minute or two. Let's see what he's doing. He's out in third, so he'll pick up yet another podium result this evening if he just makes this thing stick. He's out there on his own at the moment, coming through that bank corner. Well, I say he's out there on his own, but GT Carbon has just knocked off a couple of hundredths of a second in that last sector, and you'll see them now as they approach the chicane. Just over 2 seconds between the two of them now. So is GT Carbon going to chase for that third position? So again, folks, if you've joined us, there's quite a bit of viewers out there. Stay tuned next week. Some very cool things happening. The guys from Sparko are going to bring some kit into the studio, and we can maybe just do a quick look and a quick review. Graham, thank you very much for letting me know. Graham Prozer just sending me a personal note. Thank you very much, guys. I always welcome that. It's Graham. How's it, Graham? And you're a great young race driver. So thanks for letting me know. So if you haven't yet seen what the studio looks like inside, so there's a couple of screens running, and I know I should get the driver list out, but they seem to like their alias names. So on board with JD Dog at the moment, we've stayed on him for quite a while. He's having a good race on his own. I thought GT Carbon would maybe put a little bit more time in there, but he's knocked off a whole bunch of time. In fact, going from a 2-second gap to 11-second gap, so not great, unfortunately. So Graham Prosser, let us know what happened with your power. Was that an ESCOM issue? Right, just moving on to RTA AC Matwa. Car number 16. Been a bit through the walls. And he's juggled positions with Robin Dobbin, Wolfman Willie, RTA Stiganator. All getting in the thick of things this evening. Just moving on to Robin Dobbin, 69, car number 77. That car looks super clean. He's having a race out on his own as he comes through turn 17 onto Main Straight here at Oulton Park. And in case you've forgotten, it is a Tuesday evening. Beautiful, beautiful weather out in Cape Town. In fact, we've had a bit of rain probably in the last half an hour, and out where these guys are racing right now in the virtual world in Oulton Park, it is beautiful weather, pretty cold, track temperature down to 20. Right, Skiddy One, what happened there? I again jumped off him and he's dropped to second place. So again, going from a very, very healthy first place, and we'd love to, in fact, I think what we're going to do, folks, is we're going to not end these streams straight away. When we go into season 2, we'll interview these guys, we'll get them on the line, and we'll chat to them and see what went down. Because Sean Skidder has had 2 exceptional first halves of both races this evening, and not making it stick. He has brought those times a little bit closer, but on board now with DMR AM Racing ZA. So to those of you that are watching us, would be great to hear from you. Drop us a comment in the comment section. Let us know where you're watching us from. Let us know if you love to race yourself. In fact, let's see who's actually listening. What's your favorite track? And what's your favorite Porsche in the Porsche lineup? So in real time, if Porsche is a car that you would fancy, let us know in the comments below and go. Let's see who's listening. Right, Skiddy One dropping now to third place. Let's try and catch up with him and see what's going on. Has he picked up damage, or is he just having one of those evenings? We all do have it. There you go, P3 at the moment, losing another position. JD Dog up into second. Oh, he's run wide. You'll see it now on your screen. He just enters way too quickly and just putting on the grass. Yeah, you can see damage on that car now. Let's jump back to JD Dog 9, second place. He is on a hunt for that first, but he's 18.5 seconds down on DMRE amracing.za and just getting caught with a mouthful there. Right, we've got some more viewers. If you've just joined us, how's it, folks? Welcome to Online Outlaws eSIM Racing. This is Porsche Super Cup Racing from Oulton Park in England. And just trying to see if everyone's awake on this Tuesday evening. We've been chatting about some very cool partners that are joining us. If you'd like to leave a message below in the comments section, let us know who we were talking about earlier on. They supply amazing gloves, amazing those boots, those racing boots, and of course the best seats, racing seats in the world. We were talking about them earlier. Leave the comments below. Let us know who it was that I was talking about. There we go. Clayton is in the pit, and he's given us a shout out to JD Dog, who between the two of them took a first and second place. So we're going to stick on JD Dog at the moment. Clayton, let us know what happened there, bud. Miss you out on the track, because I reckon you would have been in the podium spots. As I reach over for a quick drinks break, and no, it's not wine this evening. I'm commentating down at Killarney Racetrack tomorrow morning, so I've got to be in top form. So sticking to a great cup of coffee, thanks to my wife. Thank you very much for the coffee. And just crossing to Skiddy One just for a second or two. His car's looking bruised and battered as GT Carbon ZA looks like he's hunting him down. He's closed that gap, just under 3.5 seconds, that gap between the two, and you can actually see it in your screen now. If you look back, you'll see Carbon ZA is right on his tail. There we go. He's just knocked another 100th of a second. Let's go on to GT Carbon, because he's hunting down. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left of this race. And if I just look at the times, DME AM Racing ZA is going to take this one. JD Dog holding on to that second position. And then Skiddy One in third place at the moment. There you can see him though. GT Carbon hunting him down pretty hard at the moment. And there could be a problem with suspension on Skiddy One's car. Sean Skidder, if you are listening to us, it would be cool to hear that. Thanks to Alvin Sykes. Favorite track, local, Kyalami. Love it out there. Love it, love it, love it. Midrand area. What a beautiful area of Johannesburg. Kyalami Estate, Warner Valley, all those areas up there. And an amazing track. I totally agree with you. Oh, there we go. So there, from Clayton's mouth himself, he's just let us know coming out of turn 2 and just unfortunately running slightly wide and hitting RTA AC Matwa, and 3-minute damage. So you're pretty much out of the race after that. There's nothing you can do to get back into a sprint race. 3 minutes 15 seconds left of this amazing race number 2, and GT Carbon getting too excited, and he's pushing very hard. Oh, he gets it wrong. Hits the barrier on the inside of the race circuit, and he's put some damage onto that car. Well, he had made up about 6 seconds and it narrowed that that gap to about just on about 2 seconds, and then getting it all wide, maybe just overcooking it slightly. So Skitty one, if he holds on to this, well, there's a good 9.8, so in fact just under 10 seconds between them. So he's going to hold on to this. Let's go back to JD Dog. I know that that Clayton MJ Racing has been shouting out for the dog for a great race, and he's going to take it. He's going to hold on to second place. 2 minutes left of this race, so about another lap and a half to go. Yeah, I got to admit, Clayton took out my Porsche this afternoon for a quick burn around the circuit just to see what it's like. It is an exceptional race circuit, but those 2 chicanes, man oh man. And I think everybody has clipped that inside of that the first chicane and that second chicane, and if you come onto that curb too hard, you're out of it. So on the stream at the moment, quite a bit of us watching. How's it, folks? Welcome to what is going to be the last 1 minute coming up very soon. And it's been an exciting 2 races, let me tell you. It's the third of very, very exciting racing. Single formula. These Cup cars are just amazing cars. If you're not too sure in real life, go and check out the Porsche page, and you can go have a look at how these cars are built to FIA spec. And out here at Oulton Park in England, temperature at 15 degrees, track temperature at 20 degrees, so rather cool conditions, makes for some good racing. We're going to cross to car in P1 now. As we go up onto the screen, you'll see him crossing the line. Here we go. That is his final lap, and having a good one in race 2. You'll see those very distinctive colors. Car number 999. Turn 1, turn 2. Then after this, you get that long left-hander, and you can just hold the gas down all the way to the floorboards. There we go. Timer has elapsed. There's that. Comes up to the bank corner, as I was saying. If any of you guys that are watching know Kalani, that looks like Kalani's last turn. Cape Town corner. And it just throws your eyes all over. You don't know where to look. There we go. There's that chicane coming through. As the guys from Botner's just looking down at the side of the screen. Thanks very much to Botner's, the microphone that I'm on at the moment, the Mackie Carbon Element. Great microphone. And thanks to all the guys in the background that have made this amazing series work, and of course making the whole studio work here in Cape Town. You can't hear it in the studio, but it is storming outside, and we've managed to soundproof ever so slightly the what used to be my garage back in the day. Oh, here we go, coming across the line, having a long chat, and almost missing it. He's going to come across the line. There you go, up on your screen now. He takes first place today. AM Racing ZA. Let's get back to JD Dog. He's going to take second place. I'm going to get back onto his car now. There we go. Comes across the line. Well done, Mr. JD Dog. GT Carbon. Now let me tell you, I'm going to cross over to him very quickly. Skitty One came in third place this evening, and then Carbon ZA, I thought he was going to take a good... Oh, look at this, guys. Who was that now doing some burnouts? I can't see who that was. There we go, Stiganator. He is doing what he does best. It's the end of the race, but these guys are going completely wild. There we go. Stiganator doing a little bit of a donut for us, and then getting smacked by Robin Dobbin. Yeah, Robin, the guys from Plumstead, that's what they like to do after a race. Stiganator back on it now. Oh man, you gotta love it. Well done to our guys this evening, first and second place, doing a great job there. DMR AM Racing ZA, JD Dog in second place, Skiddy 1, Sean Skidder, car number 13, taking third place, GT Carbon in fourth, and Robin Domin in fifth place. Well done. Robin Paulsen having a great race there. That consistency paid off and taking a top 5 position for race number 2 of the Online Outlaws. Well, that's it for this evening, guys. Thanks for joining us. It has been an amazing Tuesday evening. We've got some really exciting stuff coming up in the next couple of weeks. We are in loads and loads of chats and comms with the guys from Sparko, so you would have seen some of the stuff up on your screen early on. Some very cool items that we're hopefully going to do a little bit of reviews on them, and I'll just bring it up very quickly before we sign off. It is 9:45. It is public holiday tomorrow, so we can run it a little bit over time. Let's have a look there. There we go. That Sparko gloves. Hopefully we're going to be doing a review on that next week if all goes well. So we're looking forward to that. There are some other cool items that hopefully in the course of the next couple of weeks that we'll be running through. We might have to go out of studio for that. But we'll chat to the guys from Black Ribbon Simulations, Richard and his crew. There we go. Look how cool those drilled aluminium pedals are. Alright folks, well that's it for our racing this evening. It has been a great 2 races from Oulton Park, and yeah, what's more to say? It's been a fantastic Tuesday. Thanks for joining us, and please remember next week Tuesday from about 8 o'clock we'll be back at it. Super Cup Porsche racing in full effect next week Tuesday. Don't miss it. You will be very sorry if you do. And it's been great having you guys on board. The 22nd of June from Snetterton out in the UK. What an amazing track. Also home of British touring car racing. And it will be the home for our guys here at Online Outlaws. Until then, have a fantastic week and enjoy Youth Day tomorrow. Be safe out on the roads. Look after yourselves. And from myself, Sean Peters, adios.